Hold on, what are you thinking now? What if I told you, the pain you're trying to escape is the very thing designed to transform you? What if the rejection, the betrayal, the failure, the loneliness, is not punishment, but preparation? Most people pray for success. Few are willing to survive the process that creates it. And here's the truth. Adversity is not your enemy. It is your forge. Even the great Stoic emperor Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Today, we're going deep. Not surface motivation, not empty hype, but truth, because growth, real growth, is born in discomfort. Think about muscle. You don't build it by comfort. You build it by resistance. You tear it, you strain it, you stress it, and it grows back stronger. Your character works the same way. No pressure, no strength. No struggle, no depth, no hardship, no wisdom. History proves this. Nelson Mandela didn't become resilient in comfort. He became resilient in 27 years of prison. Viktor Frankl didn't discover meaning in ease. He discovered it in a concentration camp. Adversity strips you. It removes illusions. It reveals who you are when comfort disappears. And most importantly, it forces you to grow or collapse. When life is good, everyone looks confident. But when life hits hard, that's when identity is exposed. You discover your emotional control, your discipline, your belief system, your real strength. The Stoic teacher Epictetus was born a slave, yet he taught. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Adversity reveals your reaction patterns. Do you blame? Do you quit? Do you complain? Or do you adapt? Hardship removes the mask, and sometimes that's painful, because you may realize you are weaker than you thought. But that realization is the beginning of growth. There are two types of people in adversity. Victims. Builders. Victims ask, why is this happening to me? Builders ask, what is this teaching me? That one shift changes everything. Neuroscience shows us something powerful. When you frame stress as growth, your body responds differently. Your mind begins searching for solutions instead of threats. This is why resilience is trained. The Stoics practiced something called voluntary discomfort. Cold baths, fasting, sleeping on hard surfaces. Why? To prepare the mind. To say, if hardship comes, I will not panic. Even Seneca practiced poverty for days at a time, despite being wealthy. Because strength is built in controlled adversity before uncontrolled adversity arrives. Let's be honest. Adversity hurts. Rejection hurts. Failure embarrasses you. Loss breaks you. But pain is a signal. Pain says, something must change. Comfort whispers. Pain screams. Most breakthroughs happen after breakdowns. When your pride collapses. When your ego cracks. When your old identity dies, a new one can be born. Think of a forest fire. It destroys, but it also clears space for new growth. Without adversity, you stay the same. And staying the same is slow death. Adversity gives you clarity. You see who truly supports you. Focus. Distractions fade when survival matters. Humility. You realize you are not invincible. Empathy. You understand others' pain. Strength. Because you survived what you thought would destroy you. And here's the paradox. The moments you once prayed to escape, later become the stories you are proud to tell. The struggle becomes your edge. The rejection becomes your redirection. The loss becomes your awakening. Here's the practical part. When adversity hits, pause. Don't react emotionally. Separate facts from story. Ask, what can I control? Extract the lesson. Act with discipline. Growth is not automatic. Pain is automatic. Growth is chosen. You either let adversity harden you, or you let it shape you. Imagine this. 2 years from now, you look back at this current hardship. And you smile, because it built you, because it strengthened you, because it forced you to evolve. Adversity is not here to destroy you. It is here to introduce you to the strongest version of yourself. The version that doesn't panic, doesn't quit, doesn't collapse, but adapts, endures, rises. As Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything thrown into it. Be the fire, let life throw what it wants, and turn it into fuel. There is always a moment where you feel like you cannot take one more hit, one more disappointment, one more delay, one more humiliation. This is the breaking point. But here's what most people don't understand. The breaking point is often the building point. Because when everything comfortable is stripped away, you are forced to answer a dangerous question. Who am I without success? Who am I without validation? Who am I without applause? When the world stops clapping, your character starts speaking. Even Marcus Aurelius ruled during war, plague, betrayal, and political chaos. Yet he wrote to himself, not about comfort, but about endurance. He didn't ask for an easier empire. He trained himself to become a stronger ruler. That is the shift. Stop asking for lighter burdens. Build stronger shoulders. Adversity isolates you. Not everyone understands your struggle. Not everyone survives your transformation. Growth changes you, and when you change, your environment reacts. Some friends disappear. Some people misunderstand you. Some even resent your evolution. This is normal. When a snake sheds its skin, it doesn't try to crawl back into the old one. You cannot grow and stay the same. Pain separates you from what no longer aligns. And yes, that separation hurts. But isolation during adversity is often preparation for elevation. Adversity tests your emotions. Fear, anger, doubt, shame. These emotions are natural, but they are not leaders. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught, you cannot control events. You can control your response. That response determines your future. When adversity strikes, your mind creates stories. This is the end. I'm not good enough. I always fail. Nothing works for me. These are interpretations, not facts. Strong people question their thoughts. Weak people obey them. The next time life hits hard, pause. Ask, is this situation truly catastrophic? Or is my mind exaggerating it? Emotional control under pressure is a superpower. When life is easy, validation comes from outside. Praise, money, status, attention. But when adversity removes those rewards, you are forced to operate without applause. And that builds something rare. Internal validation. You begin working not for recognition, but for growth. Not for attention, but for alignment. This is where real confidence is born. Not from success, but from surviving storms without losing yourself. One day. The version of you that exists right now will no longer exist. This hardship you're facing, it is chiseling away the weaker parts. The impatient part. The ego-driven part. The fearful part. What remains is stronger, more focused, more disciplined, more grounded. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, the obstacle is the way, not around. Not over, through. So don't run from adversity. Stand in it, let it test you. Let it refine you. Let it build you. Because comfort creates spectators, adversity creates leaders. And if you endure this season with awareness, you won't just survive it, you will rise from it stronger, sharper, unbreakable.